Hi everyone, welcome to ENG105. This is your writing fellow, Michael Miller. I want to introduce you to week one and some of the different tips and tools that we will be introducing for you throughout the course. The first thing I wanted to show you, when you log on to week one, there are obviously quite a few assignments. One of the main things to notice are which are hyperlinked. The ones that are hyperlinked are underlined. Those are going to be the ones that when you click on them, you'll be able to submit a separate assignment. So it'll be important that you always use the ones that are underlined to submit every assignment. Sometimes you'll have to submit them in different places, so make sure you always do that. You will have this week one of your first assignments, the Introduction to the Library Exploration. It's a video, so I highly recommend taking notes. You will obviously then have a quiz afterwards. You're going to start off with the writing team activities. Professor Tingle is going to give you a little bit more information about that later, but this is going to be an awesome opportunity for you guys to really connect and engage in an online-only environment. One of the other things that you'll get to do in week one is your first couple of discussion boards. I'm going to go into those in just a minute, but let's keep scrolling through. The digital portfolio, that's another thing that will be a major capstone project for you. I think Professor Tingle and I calculated that it's about 44% of your entire grade. So he's going to provide you some more information very soon that will help you get off to a very good start on your e-portfolios. So make sure you really pay attention to each assignment on those as you go throughout the course. So that way at the very end, you're not left with trying to assemble and get everything together at once. All right, so one of the things I want to show you before we talk about discussion boards, this is going to be a kind of what I call Fellows Notes, or it's kind of my highlights for the week. So what I like to do is I'll copy and paste literally from our week one assignments that are due. So this is copied and pasted from Introduction to Week 1. When I was in ENG105, I did this and highlighted the due dates. And this helped me really stay on top of the course assignments that are due. One of the other great things you can do is under the course calendar, if you click on that, you can download the Microsoft document. This will also give you the submission due dates, so make sure that you plan ahead. Again, I always recommend submitting assignments 24 hours in advance, just in case any unforeseen technological problems happen. If you haven't taken an online course, they're almost bound to happen at least once during your time. All right, so back to the Fellows Notes. The other things I'll do here are highlight some of the important assignments that are due, as well as give you comments or some additional information if I feel like that's needed. So let's talk about discussion boards. With discussion boards, you're going to have a lot of these throughout the semester, and they're really designed to replace the sort of classroom interaction that you would have in a physical classroom. So I really expect a high level of respect and involvement, both in your initial post and in your peer responses. So I want to show you, in red I've highlighted, by Thursday 3/16 you need to post your introductory post in that specific discussion board. You have a few days later where you will post your response to, for this assignment, one peer. Some assignments down the road, you'll be responding to multiple peers, but in this first one, you only have to respond to one peer. Make sure to pay attention to the number of peers you need to respond to in the assignments going forward. The responses will always be due a few days after the initial post to give you time to complete your other assignments, as well as go back and review your peers' posts. All right, so to show you kind of what that will look like, if we scroll down in week one, your discussion board. So you'll have your instructions. These are basically the different prompts or questions that you'll want to include somehow in your post. They don't need to be verbatim. You don't need to do bullet points, but you want to make sure that throughout your discussion, you're including each one of the really important highlighted aspects. You can click here. I'm going to do open a new tab, and that will lead you directly to the introduction board. You can already see our Professor Tingle has listed his introduction. It's very long. Please do not feel like yours needs to be like this, but he does cover almost every aspect. And then he also provides a picture. So what I did is I went in and kind of provided a mock response, and I did something that I'll show you is required from the syllabus as far as the responses are due. I also posted a couple of pictures of my cats, which we argue about, but I think are way better than his dog. All right, so in the Fellows Notes, I want to show you this discussion board assignments is directly from the syllabus, but for your contributions to the responses, you have to include at least one of these three things: asking thoughtful questions, offering comments to peers' posts that move the discussion forward, and or providing specific examples that illustrate, clarify, or complicate the topic being discussed. You cannot simply agree with your peers' post and expect to receive full points. So I want to get that clear straight off the bat. So again, feel free to go back. Please read Professor Tingle's very long introduction, and then read my short, brief, to the point, concise, but also full of great information response that also includes at least one of these 3 points. And that'll help guide you in the introduction as well as the following discussion posts. That's all I have for right now. I will send you this Google document that'll have the URLs to the important videos for the video or for the week included as well. So that way you'll be able to refer to those. Thanks so much. I am so excited to work with you through this session. Again, please reach out at any point through email with any questions you have. My name is Michael Miller, and I look forward to meeting you soon.